Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged President Bola Tinubu to direct Department of Security Services to end the intimidation, harassment and attack on the organization and stop the threat of arrest of our directors. In SERAP's words, some officers from DSS invaded the Abuja office. A tall, dark-skinned woman entered our office, in their words, and I'm quoting them, accompanied by a slim, dark-skinned man. And officers were two unmarked vehicles were stationed outside the office, and officers who interrogated our official requested to see our directors. The invasion of SERAP's office followed our call on Mr. Tinubu and his government to direct the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to immediately reverse the apparently illegal and unconstitutional increase in the pump price of petrol and to ensure the prompt and thorough investigation of alleged corruption and mismanagement in the NNPC. In a statement on Monday by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization said, in their words, and I quote, "We condemn the invasion of our Abuja office by the Nigeria Department of State Services, and the Tinubu administration must immediately direct the DSS to end the intimidation and harassment of SERAP and our staff members." Yes, on this story of invasion, because we had the human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, that's Femi Falana. He said that we condemn the invasion of the DSS on the SERAP Abuja office, and also the SERAP made the same statement. I'd like to get your thoughts on this DSS and SERAP story.
Like I said earlier, I wonder and ponder at the manner at which our security operatives operate. They are not of world global standard. If not, we will not be where we are today. See, I always want to take a leave from countries where they have a system that works. Before, like when I watched the footage of how Osama bin Laden was killed, I was perplexed. I'm like, wow. So Mr. President was part of the team that engineered all of this. It was such an awesome scenario. Mr. President, at the end of his daily work, he would go to the station where they were following Osama bin Laden, until they discovered that he was in a safe zone where if they're going to strike, it won't take other lives. Can't we borrow a leaf from all of this? Have you ever watched the what they call it, serial movie called 24? Are you seeing how they zoom events, how they zoom places with their GPS? Do you know why? They have their this in launched in the orbit. Where this, if you want to know things happening in Port Harcourt metropolis, you just use the GPS over time and everywhere. Please, they are stealing in my 3 park. You just see somebody running and you are following it tooth for tat until they say, wow. The person may feel he or she is in a safe zone. The next thing, the police is coming for you. But here in Nigeria, you keep hearing the DSS has done this again.
Are we not talking down on our security agencies? Are we saying they're not doing so much?
They are not of global standard. In fact, if I may be asked, I would say our security operatives should go for special symposia in Russia. Like you have the Russia KGB, you have the American Real War.
But it doesn't end there. We'll also get to look at investing in security. So it's one thing to have the knowledge, it's another thing to have the equipment to work with.
if you take these security operatives out of Nigeria and they're coming back, the way our politicians strong the Western world, and they come back with American brand vehicles and all of that, that is how they should also come back with sophisticated materials to carry out their pursuits. Like, you see, if you are not well equipped, if you are not well informed, you are deformed, is it not? And it's on this expertise that I'm saying that our security operatives like the DSS, ICPC, and other bodies, please, they can co-host to make sure it's not the same thing they do before. But looking at the Nigeria scenario, our DSS just carries out their own pursuit without forensic evidences. At least, if you are coming to arrest somebody, there should be an empirical evidence before even going for an arrest. Because you look at people in the Western world, before they mention your name, they must have everything against you, so that once they are coming for you, you know this. Funny enough, if they are coming for you, if you are under investigation, you repatriate opposition while they are under investigation. For instance, now let's assume the NLC president that is being chased after today. If at the tail end of everything, he's found wanting, tomorrow you will see that he's still the NLC president. Why not we have a constitutional review? Wherefore, if you are under investigation, the first thing that happens in a sane society is for you to leave your office while you are under investigation. But it's not the same thing here in Nigeria. Today, the DSS is coming here, the DSS is here. They can even break your wall just to come and secure an arrest, which is not supposed to be.
Let's look at the DSS reply to this story. You know, there have been lots of reactions.
So much reactions
to this DSS and SERAP story. SERAP condemning, other Nigerians condemning. But then the DSS had to respond to this, and they have said that they did not attack, as it was implied by the NLC. They did not attack the office, the Abuja office. They went for questioning. According to them, if you look at NLC's explanation, where they describe the lady, describe the man who came into the office and two others down with the vehicle outside, right? It doesn't, their report, does it show any form of attack? Does it show the DSS attacking any particular person in that particular place? And then down to the DSS saying they actually did not attack. They went there for talks and probably interrogation or whatever.
Probably the way they go about doing their businesses is what's causing all of these issues. You see, the modus operandi of our security operatives is becoming unbecoming. You can be walking on the road and someone will just snitch on you, and the mannerism in which they carry out their operations has called for all of this. If not, we won't be where we are today. I've seen footages of policemen in Zambia, Zimbabwe, Uganda playing with elites in the society. That cannot happen here in Nigeria. It's same thing that happened during the NLC building raid. They said they did not go for the NLC president, but the office was ransacked. Things were carted away with, but they said they went to arrest someone else. At the end of the day, it was Ajeru that was in question. So SERAP over time has called that the body of the DSS, ICPC, and is there about should be looked into.
All right, let's look at this story on crime.